This was my favorite moment of the episode, but which was my favorite dance? Here is my ranking of all the strictly semi-final dance ones. Going from worst to best and starting with George. I'm gonna get hate for this, so let me emphasize something very important. This was my favorite dance of the night. I enjoyed watching it the most, and I am confident this dance has guaranteed his spot in the final. However, if I am scoring it critically as a judge, I'm gonna give it an 8. There was a lot of fun, gimmicky moments. It was silly, it was good vibes, the music was fun, the dance was fun, the costume change was iconic. However, there were a few technique issues. There were a few points where it looked a bit funny, and out of the two dances, it was definitely his weaker dance. He clearly put a lot more time and effort into his Charleston, and it paid off for that dance. But for now, I'm giving this 8 points. And I know someone's going to say something about me being a George hater or whatever, so I'm going to repeat what I said at the start. This was my favorite dance of the night, and I think it did exactly what it needed to do. It was fun, entertaining, brilliant Saturday night TV. His other dance was technically brilliant. That's what got him a higher score. This dance sticks in people's brains, gets him votes. The duality of that, both of those together, amazing. I think he did exactly what he needed to do to guarantee him a spot in the final. Entertain us and impress us. Between the two dances, he did both. In third, I've got Bal. I'm giving her 8.5. I wasn't doing point fives, but because it's semi final, I want to give them all their own rank. No ties in my leaderboard, so I'm giving Bal 8.5. I changed the lighting because it was hurting my head. Anyway, I think you could see how much she's improved in this dance. Her outfit was iconic. Honestly, the skirt was distracting. It was so bouncy. It was so fun. And I think she did a great job. I do think, unfortunately for her, it wasn't as strong as I was hoping it to be, but it was still very good. 8.5. In second, for their first dance, I've got Amber. I'm giving her 9 points. I think Shirley was a bit harsh. I'll be honest, I think Shirley was a bit harsh on this dance. However, I do agree that this dance wasn't perfect. I think that Amber has got this really high expectation set on her, and this dance was brilliant. There is no doubt about it, but I'm not surprised it didn't get a perfect score. I'm surprised it didn't get at least a 10, but I'm not surprised it didn't get a perfect score. I personally would give it a 9. And so my favorite of the first four dances was Karen's Waltz, which really surprises me because when it started, I was quite apprehensive. It took me a wee second to get into it, and then I was like, oh, I think I'm enjoying this. And then it just grew on me more and more and more. Seeing the two of them get emotional with each other during the dance was beautiful because they kept the dance going. It didn't stop them. In fact, it just highlighted how much they care, how much work they've put into it, and how much Carlos is just supporting Karen through this journey. How much they're supporting each other. But of course, he's the pro, so you know.